Hi guys, happy 2023. That would be fun to do kind of one of those new year chatty vlogs. I've seen a couple of the girls that I follow do them, and so I thought, you know what, that's a perfect way to kind of jump into the new year with new vlogs. First, I'm gonna grab a Starbucks. So I can't even tell you the last time that I went through a drive-through, because I always just do mobile pickup and our closest Starbucks doesn't have a drive-through. But I'm gonna do drive-through today, and then I have a couple errands to run, so it'll be nice to get out anyways. But let's go grab a coffee and chat. So cute and cozy. Go to, I think my pumpkin cold foam's gone. Yeah, I'm definitely still gonna ask because I'm that girl.
Hi there, welcome to Starbucks. What can I get for you today?
Hey, do you guys still have pumpkin cold foam?
Unfortunately, we discontinued our pumpkin. I'm so sorry about that.
That's okay. Can I do a grande iced oat milk latte?
Okay.
With 2 pumps of vanilla. Let's try the pistachio.
Okay.
Okay, and then, oh sorry, can I do the blonde roast?
Yeah, of course.
And then that's it.
Alrighty, it's gonna be $7.40.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And I don't know if this is a weird compliment, but I love your eyebrows.
Thank you.
Yeah. Have a great day.
Thank you, you too. Oh my gosh, she was so cute. You guys, it's so funny, like, I'm telling you, the amount of times people will ask about my eyebrows. So I made a TikTok like showing my step-by-step, because I'm telling you, almost every time I'm out, somebody asks about my eyebrows, which is such a compliment. I've worked so hard to grow them out and to shape them. I like spent a whole year having them laminated and done and shaped by somebody back in North Carolina. Anyways, that is not the point of this vlog, but she was really cute. Got myself a cute little parking spot, palm trees in the background. What else do you need? Okay, let's try this. Here's my order if you want to screenshot it. Let's decide if it's good. Yeah, it's good. It definitely doesn't hit like the pumpkin foam does, but it adds just that little bit of sweetness, since I get mine like not really sweet, my latte, and then have like a little bit of the sweet foam on top. So yeah, that's yummy. I recommend. If you like something like, it's almost like refreshing. LOL. Okay, let's see. What are we talking about? 2022 was a really good year. You guys, so much happened. Christian finished residency, which is like massive if you guys have been with us since even before way before YouTube, when Christian was in dental school and that whole journey and road. So that was like, almost didn't feel real. Still kind of doesn't feel real that that whole journey and season is finally done, like finally completed, that he gets to just go to work and then come home and he doesn't have homework and he doesn't have presentations. I mean, he'll always have something going on. I feel like it's just the profession. They do lots of CE and training and that kind of thing always, just to keep their skills. You know, that whole health realm is different, but you guys, it's night and day. And just like him being able to work, knowing that he's finally getting paid for all the work that he's putting in, is just really happy. So that was a really big deal, him finishing that. You know, we decided to stay in our same apartment. As wild as it is, the new year is here. We have about probably like 4 more months left in our apartment before we have to decide if we're staying again or moving. Him looking for jobs, that whole transition, I was just reading back through my prayer journal, which I brought with me. This one's my 2023, but my 2022, I always like go back through it, kind of like as I'm wrapping up the year and reminiscing, looking back through to see kind of like where my heart was, what all my prayers were, and there's always like a theme. I feel like when you look back through, and so much of it was just like us having to be totally dependent on the Lord and just like trusting him with that transition of like leaving the residency and the school life and finally him starting his career. And that was like scary for both of us, just because it's so unknown, not knowing where we were going to end up, where he was going to end up, and just wanting him to love it. He's at 3 different offices right now, and they've all been a blessing and answer to prayer. It's not like long-term ideal, and eventually like he would love to just be at one office having to like build up his patient base and all this. It's like a whole different world, a whole different set of things of us having to surrender and really trust the Lord. But that was part of like going off of 2022, one of the most special things for me, to see Christian really surrender and being totally dependent on the Lord for literally every little step and every interview, every new patient that he's prayed for that's walking through the door. That was a theme through the year. So it was also hard, but also just really special. There's nothing more beautiful than seeing the prayers that you pray over your husband being answered. And that prayers that I'm always praying over him is just that he's always surrendered and dependent on the Lord. So that was really cool and special. And that's an ongoing thing because work, you know, he's just literally in the first few months of his career. So there is a lot to come on that. But that was really cool from 2022. Also, another answer to prayer was just our friends. Like, we have such good friends here. And that was something, that was even like an answer to prayer the very first year we moved here, 2021. So yeah, we were really thankful. Everybody here is just so amazing. Like I just know it's an answer to prayer because I'm like, how are people here so wonderful? How do we have such amazing friends so fast? And I say how, but I also know it's like, I literally prayed for that specifically. So that was another amazing thing, 2022. What else? I fell in love with Pilates last year and yoga, actually. It was always hard. I just am not a gym girl. I never have been. After I stopped dancing, there was literally nothing else that I really enjoyed when it came to like moving my body. But I stinking am a Pilates girl. I'm eating it up. I love it. All in all, you guys, 2022 is just a beautiful year, but let's move on to 2023. I'm always excited for New Year's. I just love the refresh. I love the reminiscing. I love the goal setting, all of that stuff. This always just like energizes me, but I'm really excited for this year. Christian finally being out of school, first year, us getting to finally kind of like plan, and we're gonna get to travel. I made my vision board, as I do. You guys, we're only in, barely the second week of January, and a few of the things that I had on my vision board have already come to fruition, which is like amazing. If you followed for a little bit, you know, like I used to lead worship at church back in North Carolina, and that was sort of something that I have on my vision board that's kind of been on my heart for this year, if it's time for me to kind of like step back into that. This is so cool. Okay, if you guys like worship music, you guys are gonna just like geek out over this because it was really, really exciting for me. Phil Wickham is coming out with new music. Phil Wickham's one of my top favorite worship artists. It was my #1 played on Spotify this year, and we got to see him in concert this Christmas. He was doing a Christmas tour. He actually lives in San Diego. I mean, our church, his brother pastors our church, so there's like some connections there. But anyways, big fan of Phil Wickham, love his music. My friend texted me, actually no, she was over for dinner, our friends were over for dinner, and she's my friend that's the hairstylist. You haven't met her yet, but you will. And she asked me if I wanted to be in his new music video because he has new music coming out. He wanted to do some acoustic sessions with like a bunch of worship leaders singing with him for some of these new songs coming out. Just asked if I wanted to join, and I was like, of course. Like, that was not even officially on my vision board, but to lead worship with Phil Wickham is sort of like, I mean, that's a dream come true. A dream that I didn't even dream because I didn't ever think that was something that would be possible. But I mean, granted, it was just for these acoustic videos, and I think one of the songs comes out tomorrow, so maybe I'll put a little clip in here. But that was just like so special. What else? Oh yeah, going to Hawaii, you guys, literally next week, and this is on my vision board, next week going to Hawaii with my mom and my sister. This was very spontaneous. My mom is here in town, and she had already been planning to go to Hawaii with a friend. Her friend had to back out, and she already has a place to stay and all that, so my sister and I kind of had the same idea, and we were like, why don't why don't we just go? My mom's going for a week. We're gonna go for a long weekend. And so going to Hawaii, you guys, that's so happy. I've been wanting to go forever, especially since we've been here in San Diego and just haven't, we haven't had the chance, and traveling is hard with Christian's schedule, and he was in school and all that. And so anyways, this is our year of traveling. It'll be a fun, like, long girls weekend. And then hopefully I'll get to take Christian back with me, maybe to a different island, because we're going to Kona. Is that right? Of course, I'm going to take you guys with me because that's going to be so cutie. But it's just wild. I just am, like, so excited about this year. Already, like, knocking things off my vision board left and right, which is really happy. I've started doing this monthly of, like, what this month will be like, or what I want this month to feel like, and just, like, writing everything down. I did one for what I want 2023 to be. Some of them are goals and some of them are just, like, I don't even know how to explain it, but I'll just read a few. Jesus at the center. Always. Like, don't even need to explain that. Well, if I do, let me know. I'm happy to talk about these things, but I feel like I'm just talking with my friends and we just, like, some of those things were like, okay, yeah, I get it. Joyful, exciting, deep, meaningful friendships and savings. Gospel marriage that's healthy and romantic. We want more travel, stability and growth for Christian's career. I want consistency in, like, my rhythms and my day-to-day. I want tangible growth with my dreams. Lifestyle of health and wellness. I literally say, like, clean girl aesthetic. When I write that, I know what that is. I know what that feels like. And so that's what I mean when some of them aren't, like, tangible goals. Clean and nourishing food, using my gifts, just things like that. And there's a lot more on here. Some of them are a little more personal, but just a full glimpse of, like, when I end the year of 2023, if I felt these things, I can say, okay, that was a successful, beautiful year. The other thing I have are power sheets, which I haven't reused these in a while, but I still have them because now that, I don't know, I just know I have kind of, like, 5 life, they're not even really goals anymore. They're sort of just, like, pillars of my life that don't change. The goals underneath them might, some of the tangible things might, but the pillars really don't change. And so I just have these that I keep to always look back on. And let me see if I word them differently sometimes, but they're pretty much consistently: love Jesus deeply, cherish people, use my gifts, cultivate a gospel marriage. The last one's like creative, grow my brand. So sometimes, I mean, that used to be like my blog. Now it's more YouTube. So whatever my creative dreams are kind of goes under that umbrella. Those are my 5 like pillars that pretty much everything else sort of like falls under. So that helps me when I'm also goal planning for the year. Gotta open up a window in here. What the heck? I'm wearing a sweater, but let's get some air in this place. Oh, it's like 72 degrees. I did not think it was gonna be that warm today. But that makes me happy because it's been cold and rainy like all week long. Okay, to end this like little happy new year goal chatty vlog. Speaking of Phil, I was just blasting him. One of the goals this year is to be, like I said, consistent in all of my rhythms, and that also falls into all of my brand dreams. So consistency in YouTube, meaning trying to create some sort of rhythm that I don't fall off the wagon. I feel like you guys know I'll like post consistently for a couple weeks and then be MIA and silent for months. And that is always my struggle, even on Instagram. Even when I was doing like a lot of brand deals and contracts and stuff on Instagram, that was always my biggest struggle, is I would work, like do a bunch, work a bunch and grow a bunch, and then get a little overwhelmed and also fearful. I always get a little afraid when I start to see progress, and then I just run it and hibernate and hide away. So I'm not gonna be afraid. This year is my year to not be afraid and to say yes and to be consistent. I'm saying that because this applies to you guys, because if you're here watching, then I'm so thankful and you're my YouTube family. So I'm here to say I'm gonna try and show up more to be consistent for you guys and for myself. So I'm excited. I'm really excited about that actually. It's probably one of the things I'm most excited about is putting a lot of my energy into YouTube because I love it here. My prayer for all of you guys is just that you have like the best year ever and that you feel known and loved and seen, and then you have people around you that love you. That's it basically. If I haven't shared it already, I will put my vision board for this year just so you can see it because I think it's so cute, so proud of it, and there's some really fun things on there, and so hopefully this year you'll get to just see me like checking all of them off, so you'll get to check them all off with me. I'm really thankful that you guys, if you're here watching, I'm really thankful for you. If you have things that you want to see this year, leave a comment or DM me. Any feedback to me is just really helpful. So a lot more life for us to live, and that's a blessing. So excited. So I'm gonna go run my errands. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next week. Love you.